I'm Craig Dykers. I'm an architect, and I'm founder of a design company called Snøhetta. And we work with architecture, landscape, and interior architecture together in one studio. And we have been commissioned to be the design architects for the reimagined new Hopkins Center. Well, for us, it's a great opportunity to be given the chance to save buildings. It wasn't that long ago, maybe a decade or two, where sensibilities were very different. And the first choice would be knock everything down and build something new. Happily, that's not the case anymore, and people are respecting and understanding the value of things that are already in place. So there are obviously challenges. If you've ever owned an old car, you buy an old car and you open up the hood and it seems to run, and then you find, oh, wait, that rubber seal is not working, or this window doesn't turn as well as it used to be. So there's an enormous amount of discovery. To be honest, it's a delight to work with a building like this. A little frightening because it is such a great building and everyone loved the building before we arrived. So to make it as lovable in the future was quite intriguing. When we began this project, we knew that it would have an effect on spaces and places and people and groups well beyond the property line. In fact, the property line was invisible to us. We didn't care that the property ended here. To us, it was a habitat. So we hope that this building, it will be like a lantern. At night, in the evening, when its most popular uses are occurring, it'll glow into the surroundings more than any of the brick buildings, the masonry buildings, the beautiful buildings there are here. But they're more insular. This one will open itself to the surroundings, and I think that will change the way people see their campus. There's no building like this on campus or anywhere near, so in that way it's unfamiliar. But the shapes, for example, the shapes of the window mullions behind me, they feel that somehow have come from history, and they frame the nearby spire of the library just across the green here in a way that will be exciting to people to see the old and the new coming together. Furthermore, we use a great deal of daylight and access to fresh air, and daylight helps people feel calm. And finally, acoustics. Acoustics are the unsung hero of architecture. I often say that if you get the acoustics right, people feel really good and they don't know why. For me, I would say currently, being outside actually and looking up at this amazingly odd filigree of window mullions and the large plaza outside, and seeing the two together, the old and the new, and they just feel that they belong together. They're dance partners. They're not doing the same thing, otherwise they'd step on each other's feet, but they're dancing in a group together. And they both feel that they represent the arts.